Alright, here's the deal. I'm currently down the YouTube rabbit hole of people flipping items online for a profit. But most of the videos that I'm running it into are from people that are experienced and have been doing this for many years. So that has me thinking, can somebody who has no experience reselling actually make a profit out of this in 2025? The challenge is simple. I have 90 days to go from 10 items I already own to $10,000 in profit using nothing but the internet, a little bit of hustle, and probably a lot of caffeine. So me from the future or present, but that's actually not gonna work. That wasn't really feasible. So I'm gonna give myself a $300 budget, and we're gonna go with 10 things I already have, plus $300 I have to go and spend on some items. So in order to keep this interesting and to involve you guys, I do want to add some sabotages that would be determined by you, the subscribers. So for example, at the 500 subscriber milestone, I will do the overpackage shipping, basically meaning I will have to overpackage every item that I sell that week. That means multiple boxes, a butt ton of bubble wrap, and so on. You get the point. At the 1000 subscriber milestone, we will have the $1 challenge, meaning that you guys are gonna vote to see what item I'm gonna be selling in my store for $1. That could be literally anything that's currently listed at the time that we hit 1000 subscribers. 5000 subscriber milestone is gonna be the thrift store roulette, so we will let one stranger at a thrift store pick one item for me to try to flip. And the last one, the big one, the 10,000 subscriber, is gonna be the mystery box mayhem, meaning I need to go out and find a mystery box either from Facebook Marketplace or Amazon or somewhere and flip every item that's in that listing. So you could go ahead and subscribe so we could get through these milestones, or don't, because I kind of don't really want to do the $1 challenge. I feel like I'm going to be losing a lot of money on that one. All right, let's go find 10 things to sell. Let's see what we got in here. Just right off the bat, I see this home thing. I don't think I need anymore. Put this out here. I think this is an snow pants, and I think I use these like once a year, if that. Not really. Cowboy hats. I can't remember the last time I wore this, so we could give this a shot. Cowboy boots. Okay, we got a set. All right, I do remember that I have an old Cricut machine down here behind all this filament, which hasn't been used in a long time. So I currently have 7 out of 10 items. I put the snow pants back because I think I'm gonna keep those. But I am gonna go to my parents' house. I have a little shop there, and I think I can find a couple more items over there that I don't use. Okay, so in total I have 17 items. I am going to be selling the tool bags, the DeWalt and the Milwaukee ones by themselves instead of with the tool. Makes a little bit more sense. So without further ado, let's start listing these things. So when it came time to take the pictures, I just looked for a spot that had some good lighting, a nice white backdrop, which was the wall in this case, and then some wood looking flooring. I think the pictures came out okay. Of course, it could be a little bit better, but for what I have, it's good enough. All right, it is the morning of day 3, and unfortunately, I haven't sold nothing yet, but I do have 7 items listed right now. One of them was listed this morning, and the other 6 were listed 2 days ago when I made that first part of the video. I have a couple of views, I have a couple of watchers, but nothing has sold yet. I did lower my prices a little bit just to see if anything would sell. Nothing yet. So hopefully here very soon. I am going to be listing more items. I didn't want to do it all at once because I heard if you list consistently every day, it's better. I don't know how that works, but I'm just going to go with it. The next time you see me, hopefully, is because we have a sale and we have to get it shipped out. Yeah, I bought some stuff. I know I haven't sold anything yet. It's been about 5 days and nothing has sold in my store, but I wanted to check out the estate sales or the yard sales, and I ended up buying some things. kind of because I want to put more stuff up on the shop. But I did hear that listing every day consistently is gonna help boost your store. So that's why I wanted to go out and buy some more things so I could list more stuff throughout the week. Because right now I only have 10 items in the shop and I'm kind of out of the things. I know I said I had 17 stuff to list, but after looking at everything, about 10 of them are actually worth anything. All right, I finally got my first sale. It was the DeWalt's biscuit joiner, and I believe I had it listed for $80, which is how much exactly it sold for. I had free shipping on there, so I made a little bit less than that. Shipping was 26 bucks around there, if I believe. And then I did have the 1-day shipping, so I had to get that shipped out today. I was able to find a box that would fit the biscuit joiner and the bag since it was a package deal. It wasn't the perfect size for it, but it worked. I ended up paying $26 for the shipping, and after fees, which there's some type of promotional fee in there that I don't remember signing up for, which is like 12%. That really cut into my profit. I believe I made $44 on this sale. And this is because I paid $0 for the tool since I already had it. So to end week 1, I did get a sale, which I'm pretty happy about. Hopefully that gets the ball rolling and more stuff sells. I do have a lot more views on some items. I might lower the price a little bit more, or I might just wait. I really don't know. I am listing. Hopefully that continues to snowball. So I just sold the second item. It is this Craig crosscut guide. It is like probably the cheapest item in my store, but honestly I'm just glad to get rid of it. I do need to get it shipped by tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to do it by today because the UPS store closes in 30 minutes. So I'm gonna get this shipped or get it packaged and try to get it shipped by today. You see me again so soon, then that means we have another sale. It is literally the next day from the last clip you just saw. This time I sold a red plate, which I bought for $4 at an estate sale, and I sold it for $25 plus shipping. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and package it and get it shipped out. So I do want to point out that the shipping cost or the shipping label says $22.42. That is not the correct amount. What happened is I ended up purchasing the shipping label twice. I do have one of them getting canceled and getting refunded. So the actual shipping cost or the shipping label was $11.71. That being said, the total profit that I would have on this item is going to be $18.25. Not bad for something I picked up a couple of days ago for $4. Day 3 of having something sell on our eBay shop. This time we're saying goodbye to our Cricut vinyl cutter. Had it listed for $99.95. By far the most expensive item that we sold. Also happens to be one of the items I already had here, so we had $0 into it if we don't count what I paid for it many years ago. After all the eBay transactions and the shipping charges, I ended up profiting $78.18, which is pretty good considering I spent a couple $100 on stuff to sell last week. So we got to make that up. All right, it is day 7 and I managed to sell one more item. Technically it's 2 items since they are in a pair. There's this 3D glasses for the Sharp TV, which funny enough, I have the exact TV these glasses go to. But I wasn't able to get them working. They just don't hold a charge. So I ended up selling them for parts only. I think I listed them for like $2 more than what I paid for. So I might end up losing some money on it, but I think I miscalculated the shipping. So I might save some money there and kind of make up for it. So anyways, let's get these 2 items packaged and shipped out. And then we're gonna do a breakdown of how I did for the first 2 weeks for this challenge. So it is the end of week 2, day 14. So before I close out this video, I do want to go over some numbers and tell you guys how much I made for this first 2 weeks of this challenge. So I did $316 in gross sales. So that is before taxes, before any fees, before any shipping costs. After the shipping costs and taxes and fees, we did a net sales of $149 for the first 2 weeks, which is honestly not too bad. Now this is kind of where I went a little bit overboard. Over the last 2 weeks, you know that I've been buying stuff on estate sales, and I spent $323 on new inventory for the past 2 weeks. So with that being said, I did have 35 new listings added to the store, which is not bad. So with all that being said, yes, we are still in the red. We didn't make a profit these first 2 weeks, but we do have a lot more inventory. So hopefully within the next 2 weeks or the next video you guys see, we will be back in the green. If there's something you guys want to see in the video that I'm not showing, maybe when I go to these estate sales and see what they have and what I pick, let me know down in the comments. And if you want to see other parts of the process, also let me know down in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.